Delaware. He is operating almost over 14 medical centers like this one, and also has a very big medical facility called Alpha Health Center in Delaware. That's a full service medical facility, has a lot of specialties in there, and like a big hospital. Dr. Rakesh Mathur on my left hand side, he's been director here in this medical facility, great doctor. I will tell you some of the experiences I had with him, and I really consider him one of the best doctors I ever known in my life. This facility we have opened here, it was in fact open for quite a few months before, and we were running it without any big announcement. And we took this opportunity to announce the actual official opening of this facility. And also I'm taking an opportunity in the presence of all of you to introduce what kind of services we are going to provide here, and what kind of doctors we will have here, and what kind of benefits you can get just for coming here.
Why did you call this from?
Just going to give you a couple of my personal experiences with doctors. I always feel there is a big distance between doctors and the patients, always. And doctors are always like have a God status, and the patients are there very difficult to ask questions to them. And once you start getting to know to the doctors, you feel more comfortable. But very few people ever get a chance in their life to get a very good chance to be close to the doctors and have free questions and answers with them. With Dr. Rakesh Mathur, I have noticed with quite a few of my friends, I wouldn't say the name, one of them is here. She had a problem. Just going to give an example that coming to this center, how we can help you. Once she just called me that her son, who's 13 years old, she took him to a doctor, and the doctor there, out of his negligence, he dropped some kind of chemical on his finger, and his finger got paralyzed and burned. She took him to another doctor, and the other doctor told her that, oh, it's fine, it's no problem, it's okay. She went to the lawyer told him, oh, it's okay, he will be fine, don't worry about it. And she was very upset because 13 years old son and has a paralyzed finger, has no sensitivity on it. And I said, okay, why don't you come here and I introduce Dr. Mathur. She brought her son here, and Dr. Mathur looked at it, and he said, yes, it's a serious issue. And he wrote that this is the problem in the finger, and told her that, yes, you have a case, you can really get some help on it. And last week she told me that she has over $1 million settlement on that. So what I'm trying to say that if you have an opportunity, a kind of place where you can walk in and talk to the people, talk to a doctor with a full confidence, you can ask him all the questions and people are helpful there, you can really get a good help. Otherwise, there are too many doctors around, you can go there and get robbed. When I used word get robbed, I'm going to give you two of my more experiences, and then I will let Dr. Mathur talk and Dr. Hassan talk. 11 years before I walked in the city, came from New York, and I started from a small business. One time, one of my technicians, he was doing a welding. All of you knows me with the car business, repairing cars and selling cars. So one of my technicians was doing a welding job, and he was not doing it right, so I went there to help him. And he was using a gear, special glasses to do the welding, and I started helping him and started looking at it. And eventually I ended up burning my eyes. It's a consequence when you look at the welding, it will burn your eyes. I went home at night around 10:30, 11 o'clock. My eyes had so much pain that I never experienced any worse pain than that one. I asked a friend to help me, and he took me to, there is a patient first. It's an urgent care center like this one. I went to urgent care center. They took me in, they treated me, and they actually did not treat me. They looked in my eyes, and the doctor told me, I'm not sure even if there was a doctor there. And they told me that the only thing I have to do is take a rest for 36 hours and it will get better. And I knew this thing from my childhood. Even the people in the village in Pakistan know this fact that your eyes get burnt with the welding, you have to take rest. I was looking for something, an immediate cure that I could not get from there. I went back home and of course after 2-3 days I felt better. But the interesting part of this thing, I did not get no treatment from them. But after 2 weeks, I received a bill, $967, that I had to pay, and I did not even have insurance that time. And without getting any treatment, I got that bill. This is one experience I have with urgent care. Second experience I have, last year, one of my technicians, they were working and there was a little piece of metal flew and hit him in his belly, and just in the upper part of his skin just went inside, very like maybe less than a millimeter piece of metal. The blood unit staff, I sent him to patient first. That was the only healthcare center we had around urgent care. And one of my technicians, his name is Nick, he's probably sitting here. He took him to patient first. He's sitting right there. And in patient first, the technician or doctor who was there, he could not even take it out. And then eventually Nick had to push it out in that urgent care center. So eventually the guy came back and he came back to work and everything fine. And same thing happened. After 15 days, we have over $800 bill. And we were laughing, me and Nick, that what is this? They didn't even do it. Nick said, I'm the one who took it out. How they want $800 out of it? So these are my experiences with the doctors and the profession. I'm very lucky that I met Dr. Rakesh. He's my friend for many years now, and he was available. And then consequently and coincidentally, I met Dr. Aslam. And we've been talking, and I said, yes, why not to open a medical center here? And eventually that idea, that dream came true, and we opened this medical center, and we've been helping